Athletic Director John Hartwell is leaving.
And the Trojan Tour has hit the road. Stay tuned. Troy TrojanVision News starts now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for June 8, 2015. I'm Christy Henderson.
And I'm Jordan Elston. Thank you for joining us this evening. Troy University's athletic director John Hartwell will soon no longer be with Troy University. How do students feel about this change and how it may affect the school? I hit the campus this afternoon to get some opinions. After 2.5 years as Troy University's athletic director, John Hartwell is saying goodbye. Last week, Troy fans were informed that Hartwell would be leaving Troy to assume a position at Utah State. I spoke with some fellow Trojans to see how they felt about Hartwell leaving and what they think this will mean for the school.
I think he's done a pretty good job since he's been here, so I think it'll be kind of a loss to our university, but I'm excited to see who they bring in to take over the job.
I think him leaving was it was a shock, but I think he did a lot of things to build up our athletic program, and I wish him the best, and whoever they bring in as a new athletic director, I hope they can build on what he has already done.
I honestly feel like it may be harsh, and then again, it may be not. I'm not fully aware of the situation, but I believe so long as they're a program, maybe he should have a chance of staying. I'm not fully aware of the situation, but maybe he should stay.
I think it's a loss to the Trojan community that John Hartwell announced that he's leaving because he's done a lot over the past few years to help grow the athletic program, but it leads the way for a new director to come in and help continue to grow what he started on and help rebuild the wall.
Hartwell is expected to leave Troy in mid-July. A search committee headed by Special Assistant to the Chancellor, Dr. Doug Patterson, is currently looking for Hartwell's replacement.
The Troy University Athletic Department's tour of the state of Alabama and Florida is in its second week and will be making a stop in the capital city tomorrow night. The Trojan Tour 2015, which kicked off last Tuesday in the Stadium Club, will make its way to Montgomery tomorrow night. The tour will make a stop at the Wind Lakes Country Club in Montgomery. Troy coaches, including new head football coaches, will be present to talk to fans about the upcoming athletic season. The athletics department feels this is a good chance to get fans excited about Troy.
You know, visiting those alumni in those areas, reaching out through the Troy alumni groups and just trying to get them back involved, spread the word of Troy athletics and what we have to offer this upcoming season.
Tomorrow night's Trojan Tour stop once again will be at the Wind Lakes Country Club in Montgomery. For information on the admission prices, you can visit the athletics website at troytrojans.com. The event is scheduled to begin at 6 o'clock tomorrow night.
And for the Trojan fans out there eagerly awaiting the start of the football season, they now know exactly when their first chance to see the Neil Brown-era Trojans take the field. The school announced today that the first home game against Charleston Southern on Saturday, September 12th, will kick off at 6 p.m. The game in Veterans Memorial Stadium will also be broadcast on ESPN3 for fans unable to make it to the first game of the Neil Brown era.
This will be the last week to see the artwork of an artist whose work was considered some of the best to be shown at the annual Troy Fest. The work of Kelly Oslick will be on display until Saturday in the Johnson Center. The Eufaula residents' artwork was selected as the best in show from the 2014 Troy Fest, as winner Oslick's work was put on display at the Johnson Center. Oslick says she hopes that visitors will find something special to them in her work.
They're all a little different. I'm primarily drawn to portraits and animals. I'm a firm believer in spirit animals, or there's usually people that are drawn towards a certain animal. So I like to have that life in the painting.
Oslick's exhibit will run through Saturday at the Johnson Center. The center is located on Walnut Street in downtown Troy and is open Wednesday through Friday from 10 to 5 and Saturday from 10 to 3.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. A Birmingham man imprisoned for threatening President Obama in 2012 has been returned to jail for violating his probation. On March 27th, a probation officer recommended the judge revoke Jarvis Britton's probation after he failed drug tests and missed counseling appointments.
A man on a bicycle fired a gun into a crowd in Decatur yesterday, seriously wounding a man in his face. Witnesses told police that the man on a bicycle rode up to the crowd and fired several gunshots. The victim was flown by helicopter to Huntsville Hospital.
Alabama has one of the highest rates of prescription drug abuse, and a state task force is attempting to do something about it. The Alabama Drug Abuse Task Force on Monday announced the Zero Addiction campaign with a website and radio and television ads.